Oh no, it's Prince Robert. What on earth is going on? Who seeks to have somebody killed here? My niece seeks to kill my nephew. Why would you do that? Don't be silly, child. Now is not the time for petty infighting between family members. So you should. And once again he lays siege. Because the levy size here is so small, it doesn't take much for them to be able to besiege the damn place. This is going to be a slight problem. And because this comes as a unit, we can't separate them. I wonder if we can raise local liege levies. 264 men. Oh, we've been excommunicated. And William the Slow has had his... Is it his first child? Yes, it is. Gerard Fleming. Oh, my nephew, or my kinsman. So, the King of England has been excommunicated again. I think this is the second time he's been excommunicated. The first time he didn't give a crap. The second time he's... Oh, it's losing him a bit of favour with his vassals. Ooh. Maybe they think he's past it now. He's an old man. He's a fool. Time for some young blood on the throne. Perhaps. How's this war going? Are you going to get your independence? Maybe. Another person joins the lower crown authority, now to 31%. I think the king is losing his grip on England. I really do. Serves you right for pressing my claims. That's what you get. In fact, should I join the lower crown authority faction too, just to spite him? To show my displeasure at the fact that he conquered a land that belonged to us? I wonder how much we would have in terms of power. If we go to the king's realm tree, who are his most prominent? We are. We are the most prominent duke in the land. So if we go against him, he loses his right arm effectively. Yeah, Richard. You don't want to go miffing me off, I tell you. Oh, my half-brother, George's bastard child Bella, dies at age 50. Wow, 51. It's amazing how time flies. 51. He wasn't exactly a spring chicken, but anyway, he had 5 children. His wife, still alive at 51 too. She is still the Countess of Bryansk. Okay, so we've captured that land. We're going to now relieve Ormond of its troubles as we go chasing them around again. Catch me if you can. A new pope is appointed, which means, is the king still excommunicated under the new pope? Yeah. Just intrigued as if he would, just to see if he would lift the excommunication, but he won't. Where's he going? He's going to Thormund. We'll meet them there. We'll head him off at the pass. Okay, so we were at 1122, this is now 1127, which is 5 years. However, I want to end this war before I end the session. So we'll go on, we'll continue on until we capture Thormund and finally liberate the Duchy of Munster. Seems like a suitable place to leave off. Shouldn't take too much longer. We have the fortification under our control. Besieging the city and the bishopric shouldn't take us long. They have no men left, which it would be a perfect time for us to strike a counterattack into the heart of the Duchy of Connacht. In fact, de jure wise, it is only 2, so... Come on, Lambert. Get that claim for us. You want to move swiftly. Although we could do with a break from war, because our coffers are slowly dwindling, and we could just do with a time of peace, perhaps, just to let our treasury fill up again. Of course, we can't raise our own levies now. 1,300 men or so, if we need to go to war. So we can disband the mercenaries once this war for Thomond is over. Scotland, still at war. Duke Henry of Flanders has usurped the title County of Artois from Honor de Bethune. They're all imprisoned. The current Duke of Flanders and the Prince of England is behind bars, and whose bars is he behind? Count Harrier 1. Prince Henry for England faction. Duke Robert of York. Who is this Prince Henry? He's the King's brother. King's younger brother. Ah, makes sense now. Anyway, he's currently the Duke of Flanders. Ah, same old situation with the cookies, eh? Same old situation with the cookies. It appears I like cookies. I wonder if he's in the King's prison. No, he's in somebody's prison, but I don't know whose. Will it tell us on his screen? Henry is imprisoned by Earl Alexander of Boulogne. That's a bit of a come down, isn't it? A duke imprisoned by an earl? Oh, the shame. Right, we're going to pause it there. It seems a son was born to my Chancellor, and he's been released from his prison cell. And we are about to finally liberate the Duchy of Munster. Right. Disband the men. And we need to give Thomond away. Once again, we cannot afford to have too many lands in our domain. Now the question is, do we give away Thomond, which effectively leaves us as the Duke of Munster, but we don't hold a county within Munster? Or do we give away Devon? I think we should have a foothold in Ireland at some point, so I would prefer to perhaps keep Thomond for myself, although we are suffering with penalties, of course, because it's been conquered. My brother, who do I give this to? Who can I give it to? My son won't take it. My other son won't take it. Could give it to my nephew, the slow one. He doesn't like me, and I don't like him. What about little Gerard? Nope. Earl Zachariah. I'm not going to give him 2, because that'll give him claim to say I should be the Duke. So we can't do that. But what about his children? Sylvester? His opinion of me will go up if I give him a land. I think Sylvester's the next candidate. Unless, of course, we go to my vassals. Who has been a loyal vassal? None of them. They're all stuck up. They all don't like me, pretty much. Forget it. You know what? We'll give it to Sylvester. Sylvester Fleming, I hereby promote you to the Count of Thomond. Do with it as you see fit. So I am Earl of Thomond. Count of Devon, County of Gwent, Count of Glamorgan, County of Dyfed, County of Cornwall, Duke of Munster, Duke of Deobarth, Duke of Cornwall. And Sylvester becomes the Earl of Thomond, Earl Henry of Ormond, and Earl Zachariah of Desmond. There we go. So that is our land sorted out. Of course we are fabricating a claim here because we want to see this interfering Duke off his throne for making our life more tricky than it needed to be. But apart from that, everything has gone fairly smoothly. So yes, Duke Ambrose, 55 years old, finally has liberated another duchy for House Fleming. The whole situation with Powys didn't quite work out as planned, but at least it's under England's banner. We have a weak claim on the Duchy of Gloucester. How does that work out? I'm not sure. Strange. Anyway, the King of England is still alive at 70 years old, still infirm, an old man, excommunicated. His vassals are losing favour with him, and as a result of that, some of these factions are gaining more power, lowering the crown authority. His brother trying to be put on the throne. I don't think it's going to be successful, but you never know. Certain things may just tip the scales. So yes, join me next time and we shall continue to hopefully expand in Ireland. So join me then. See you soon. Okay, hello there. This is just a quick add-on to the end of the video. For those of you who may be interested in seeing the family tree now, I don't think we've looked at it for a little while. So here we go. Of course, George passed away in 1119. Duke Ambrose is now in power. His eldest son and future ruler, George II, as he will be known as, is aged 32 at the moment. Not the best opinion of Ambrose, but Ambrose adores his son. Now he has 4 boys. So Duke Ambrose, 4 grandsons, which may be slightly problematic if one of these comes to power. George the eldest, currently 12 years old. If we look at his statistics as a potential future ruler, not ridiculously shabby, not marvellous, but temperate, humble, gregarious and trusting. Pretty good. We have little Bohemond, Torf, and of course the youngest, Richard, who is 4 years old. So that's the main line. He himself has a daughter also, Eleanor, who isn't yet... oh, she is married. She's married to somebody. No children yet, though. And, of course, he has his youngest son, Abelard, who is not yet married. He's 20. No doubt will get married and have his own kids. So that's the main family tree line. Moving on, William only had the one child before he died, but he had married the Princess of Abyssinia, and together they had their first young boy, Gerard Fleming. Moving on, his next sibling, Grace, married to a bishop now. Her former husband? I don't know if he was her former husband. Has this always been her husband? Anyway, she has 3 children of House de Normandy. Bela just recently died. He had 5 children of House Rikovich. Zachariah, who is the Earl of Desmond, has 3 children. His eldest child, Sylvester, is now the Earl of Thomond, and he has 2 more. Asletin and Lancelin. Some elegant names here. He married Countess Matilda. Although, was that his first wife? Nope, it's his 3rd. His previous 2 wives biting the dust. Then of course we have Arthur, who showed such promise as a child. The quick one, currently 48, over in Meissen. Second wife that he's on. Of course his eldest son, Blaive, is the Count of Meissen. Now come of age, is currently 22 years old. He himself has had 2 children. Arthur's eldest children are daughters, getting married off to various different houses. And his other sons are Baldwin, who will be a Fleming, and Botolph, who will be a Fleming as well. But no children yet. Little Cecilia married the Duke of York, Duke Robert, currently 4 children. Henry, who is Earl of Ormond, he is part of our court. 2 children. Herrier, who will no doubt need to be married off, so that's something that I could probably look at next time. Trying to maybe gain an alliance of some sort by marrying us to a prominent duke in England, perhaps. And little Henry Jr., who is 5 years old. And last but not least, another half-brother of mine, Gozzello. Only 11 years old, but he's been tutored by his mother, and that is that. So that is the family tree as we know it. So there you go. See you next time.